rewarding. And special parents are one of the most challenging, can I say challenging and rewarding responsibility ever. In this video, I'm going to be sharing some tips on what to do if pills get on the floor, to prevent children from getting them, especially the kids who are like always on the floor and finding those things that they're not supposed to go in the mouth, but it seems to always find them. So this video, I'm specifically talking to our special parents, but we know that special parents also have sometimes have typical children as well. And sometimes, it probably is a toddler or a preschooler. The same goes for everyone. But I'm actually talking to my special parents because it's easy for us to get into this routine of being comfortable with everything around home, because probably the typical child is doing so well, and so we just things just caught us off guard sometimes. But we can't allow that. I know you're doing your best. I know it's a hard task. I know it's rewarding. I'm not talking to you from a place of not knowing. We're on the journey, 6 years in on the journey with our son with Down syndrome, with the Down syndrome diagnosis. So let's say you have somebody at home and they're on medication. Probably it's you, probably it's your spouse, or somebody in the, one of the children gets sick, and there is things that they have to be taking. A pill spill on the floor, get lost. Those things go, they bounce and they go to places that you would have never even imagined that they went so far. Here is what we have to do, and some ideas that you can implement. Stop everything that you're doing. Put away that meds that you're probably working with and go find it. Probably have to go vacuum the carpet, vacuum the floor. Probably have to just launch this huge manhunt and get everybody else in the household to search for the medication. Or probably it is not you who dropped the medication, somebody else in the home. So if it's somebody else in the home dropped the meds, have the conversation that if you drop one tablet or you perceive that you put something down and you can't find it, say something. Say something to somebody else. Probably you think you put it in your lunchbox to go to work, but when you go to work, you couldn't find it in your lunchbox. Call back home immediately and let them know, I couldn't find my meds that I think I put in the box. So I'm not sure what happened. See if you see it at home, right? And while you're doing that too, to narrow the search, let them know where the last place you take out the meds. Was it in the bathroom? Was it in your bedroom? The kitchen counter? Say where you last do that so that the search can be narrowed down, right? And the goal is to be able to pick that pill up immediately. Don't ignore it, because when you ignore it, that child who's in that phase, probably it's a special child, right? It's probably, probably he or she probably 7, 8, 9 or older, but still don't grasp the danger of things, right? Have somebody go on a search with you to pick this pill up, or remove the child from that area. Keep that area closed. Hopefully it's in your bathroom or so, right? The second thing is to have a designated area where you put your meds. We can't do this nonchalantly. It is that important. Too many accidents and stuff coming up around us in our homes from special children. I know it's hard. I know it's a challenge already to keep up with things, right? Especially if they start to, crawl around and just being explorative. We can't stop that. We should encourage more of that. However, we got to keep the environment clean, safe, and medication is one of the things that is coming up a lot where children is being hurt, right? If they have to designate a specific area to deal with the medications, whether it's in a bathroom, on the bathroom counter, over the sink. Yes, some weird things is something you have to do just for the name of safety. Let's say you're in the bathroom area. Sometimes things bounce off those counters as well. So you probably could get like a little piece of board where you put over the face basin, and that's where you're doing your meds. Probably you're moving the meds from the bottles to the daily counter little thing, right? bring it there. Just do whatever you have to do. So if if a pill drops, it's gonna drop into the sink, right? But set yourself up in a way in which if anything goes wrong, if anything falls, you can give an account for it, right? Just imagine using oxycodone and one of those things drop. Can't find it. Picks it up. Nobody knows oxycodone she found or he found. Put it in the mouth. There goes a catastrophe. There goes the authorities coming down at you, saying that you're not responsible, right? So be vigilant, take no risk, do everything you possibly can. Know you're doing a lot already, but it's just this one extra step again, right? If we go to the pharmacies, you see them of that particular area where they're doing their meds, but it's not talking about in the pharmacy here. Children are not going in there, right? It's in a home. The home is one of the places where most of the accidents is going to happen. That's where the child is daily. That's where the different things you're doing happening. Okay. So if that happen, make somebody else know. Don't keep it as a secret. Don't be, all private about it because you don't want to be ridiculed. You don't want to be talked to about it. No, this is the child safety at risk. Okay. And we want to protect our special children. Right? Get a flashlight in case anything. The next step, keep a flashlight in an area. For me, it's in the kitchen in the junk drawer. And so you need a flashlight, go get it. Turn the lights off in the home. Get down on your knees if you can, or have somebody go down and use the flashlight to look around for these little things. Because when they fell the bunks around and ended up into places where you never even expect them. Under the bed, another place they will go. Right, the bed foot right here, and then they'll go right, around the rim, at the foot of the bed. Or under the rug, beside the rug. Roll gone around some places and landed up right there between the one shoes that you don't pick up every day. So these little vigilancy you gotta be aware of. The next thing you can do is to lock the area off totally. Let's say all medication handling take place in your bedroom or in the closet, right? Lock the area off. Until you find that tablet, you lock that area off. The kids can't go inside there, right? If you have a habit of doing it in the kitchen, on the kitchen counter, just find the area in the house that's going to be easiest for you to grab those pills and handle them with safety. Okay. Another tip is use a list. Use a list of what you take. Right. Put a list on of what you take. And so because or get one of those pill boxes. So if you're supposed to put your vitamin and your next, let's say the blood thinner tablets, in that one section, and you look in there and you see that, what, it's not in there. But I know I take it out, right? You get a chance to go double check, right? Be honest about the whole thing, guys, with each other in the home. If in case there's a poison in the home, right, have your number ready on the fridge door or probably on your phone, just in case something happens, something, you're taking these hard drugs and you probably was, feeling loopy, or somebody was being a little bit irresponsible about taking out the meds, or, taking it from the pill bottle to the daily container, and something drop and you never see it. And then you start to, see that little Johnny or Susie is not feeling well. Have your number on to call poison control. That number that's into your area, right? There's a scripture in 1 Peter 5 verse 8, and it said that be alert and of sober minded. And so these are ways in which you put the scripture into action as well. Being alert, be vigilant. So you probably don't have a special child, but it's a a toddler at home, right? It's the same thing. Be alert. Remember, our special children is not functioning like or typical. So we can't even compare them and say, my other son didn't do that. I take my meds and my vitamins, and if something drop it, take it and take it to me. You have to understand your special child is different. So stay tuned for more tips. I would love to encourage you to subscribe so that as we learn things, we teach it. As we learn, we teach. Or even as you experience it, we come up with teach. And these things can just remind you as you go about caring for those awesome children that God has blessed you with. So until next time, walk good.